Ready?
Yeah, yes.
All right, so make sure the options is highlighted in blue, and then go into that menu by pushing in on the dial. All right, now you're going to use the dial to scroll down to climate control. All right, it's set to auto right now, so you want to change it to manual so you can self-adjust it. So you push in, turn the dial to manual, push in. Once it's set to manual, now you'll notice you're going to get an option for the specific temperature for your tubing, and you're going to get a humidity level option, which is your moisture that you get. The higher the humidity level, the more moisture it produces. So it defaults to 4, so just go in levels of 1. Turn the dial to increase it or decrease it. All right, so it defaults to 4, so just go in level increments of 1. Try it at 5. All right, once it's where you would like to keep it at, push in, and that locks that number in. Don't change the tubing temperature right away. Leave the tubing temperature where it's at, because the temperature of the tubing, it helps prevent rain out. Because what happens when you have a lot of moisture forming in here, it's running through the tubing, and the room air is colder, and the colder room air tries to mix with that heated humidity. All right, when it mixes, it cools it down, and then you wind up with a lot of moisture trapped in there. So the heat of the tubing prevents that from happening. All right, so you leave the tubing where it's at when you increase the humidity level. If after increasing the humidity level, then without touching the humidity or the tubing temperature, you then start seeing moisture forming, that's when you'll go and you'll turn the temperature of the tubing up until that stops. So it's a balancing act. You want it to be comfortable without causing issues like rain out. So you increase that to make it comfortable, and then if it's comfortable, you leave that alone. If you're noticing moisture, then you have to then change the tubing to combat it, and then it's just a balancing act. You're just finding that balance that works well and it's comfortable without causing any of those other issues. All right, so that's what you'll do.
Ist gut.